Hey guys, Nin Thomas here, and today I'm going to be playing something, strange. Fighterz, Dragon Ball FighterZ, with a Gamecube controller. Got this bad boy right here. This is going to be unedited footage, completely clean. I'm probably just going to do like some edits if some certain people like to bother me. Okay, so I've got the Gamecube controller, I've got Fighterz. If you've noticed, I'm using camera footage instead of actual footage. Well, problem is, I've got a really extremely crappy computer. Like, can you see these graphics? I'll zoom in for you. These are horrid. Yeah, I own the game, but my computer can barely handle it and I really can't enjoy it. So, I left a Patreon or PayPal or whatever I decide to use at the end of this video, so you can help me get a new computer. Now I know it's a kind of a stretch considering that I've only made one video on this channel, but if in order for me to make any more videos, maybe you should help me out. Anyway, I'm just gonna begin a normal battle. I'm using a Mayflash Gamecube adapter, by the way, in the PC mode. Just put the CPU strength at 50, standard stuff. So, the button layout's weird because it won't let me change it for some reason. B is to rush against someone. A is, I believe, one of those standard attacks. No, I believe X is. I'll show you in game. Random, random, random. Alright. We'll start with the Cell Games Arena. That should be fine. Now I have music playing because I probably edited in music, but if you can't tell already, if you can't hear it, the computer I'm using is totally chugging right now. It's like making a loud noise. And it's just interesting, really. Anyway, we'll get into this game. As soon as it loads, you'll see how it plays. Alright, we're starting out as Krillin. Now, I'm not very good at the game, but you can see that the controller is working flawlessly. And the program that I'm using to make it work is a program called X360CE, I don't know, I'll link it in the description. Basically, it emulates an Xbox controller perfectly, without any problems, lets you map it and everything. I do highly recommend that instead of using the official Gamecube adapter, which is pretty unreliable these days, unless you're playing it on a Switch or a Wii U. I highly recommend that you use the Mayflash adapter since it has that PC switch. It works flawlessly. Oh well, I guess I get Krillin down. Use Cell. See a lot of people using him online these days. There we go. It's not very easy to do supers. To be honest, it's actually pretty difficult because they don't want to register sometimes. Although if you're used to that and you can do them easily, then this might be your jam. I see people playing with these joysticks, these how do you call them? The gaming, I don't know. I really don't know what I'm talking about at this point, but we'll go to the character selection and choose some other characters. I didn't charge up at all or use the L and R buttons, but they do work. So I'm just going to showcase those. Not very, maybe I could go to the training area so I could show off these controls. Okay, we are here in the training area. Let me just set these enemy settings to off. Training dummy. Alright, so we've got our supers. That worked perfectly. We got our other supers. I can't do this correctly. You see, it's a little difficult to do it on the Gamecube controller because I don't know if it's correctly getting all these inputs. Although I've been having no troubles to actually. R button works. You just saw it work. Alright. Charging up works. The Z button works, which is the vanish button. The D-pad works perfectly. Don't know what you'd use the C button for. It doesn't really do anything. We've got our charge or rush or whatever you want to call it. We got our combos working. It's kind of like playing Melee, except this game is so much better. Not gonna lie, I've got an unpopular opinion about Melee. The controls are not very good. But, you know, that's just my shtick. But you see that the controls work perfectly. Now, the only problem is with using a GameCube controller, you're going to have to map some controls to it that you're not going to be used to. Because while there is the L and R shoulder buttons, the analog ones, there's the clicky buttons, the L and R clicky buttons, that you can't use. There's only one that you can use, which is a kind of a design oversight by Nintendo. Now, I guess they wanted to go special, but you obviously don't have select, you only have start and pause. And you're a little bit limited. However, if you're not bothered by that, you've got yourself a really good controller to use. So, let me just show you the program I'm using. It's called Toka Edit, if the camera will focus. Toka Edit X360 Controller Emulator, or X360 CE. We've got our controller mapped to these movements. You can see Bardock moving with the controller. You got the C stick, which doesn't really do anything. You've got shoulder button, which is vanish, which I have a map to for some reason. We've got the L and R shoulder buttons. And that's practically it. I understand if, you know, that this controller might not be for you, but it's pretty interesting to see this working on Fighterz. Now, of course, if you want to take it a step further, you can do it on Switch. I don't have one, but again, you can donate and help this channel flow. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video where I actually make some reviews.